everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Um, what we're going to be talking about is something that concerns me. Um, Especially for our younger generation. Okay. This is a major problem that can't be ignored anymore. All right. But before we get into today's video, hey there, how you doing? My name is Autumn, and on this channel, we talk about current events. I have my original channel back, finally, after 2 years, Autumn's Backyard Garden. And over there, we talk about prepping, we talk about gardening, and we talk about current events. I do have a Patreon channel. The links are in the description box below. And over there, we talk about things that we can't talk about here due to terms and policies. Okay. So, like I said, this is a major problem that can't be ignored anymore, especially by politicians. Okay. Um, the American dream is becoming unattainable by our kids, our grandkids. They save up and save up and save up enough money to buy a home, and they look and look and look for the perfect house that suits them for months and months and months. They offer up what the sellers are asking, right? They got the 20% down, and at last minute, a cash offer comes in for over what the asking price is. And this is happening more and more. And it's private equity firms like BlackRock, Vanguard, Main Street, and they are destroying the housing market.
In case you guys are wondering how looking for a house is going to go right now, me and Lauren have been looking for 3 months. Every weekend. It's taken away from our content stuff, videos, whatever. We found one Friday. We knew we loved it. We knew we had to move fast. Full price offer, 20% down. We're thinking, oh, we'll get it. And we were very happy, whatever. And then I get a call this morning that somebody came in and paid over asking price cash. 99% sure it's a rental agency that's just going to rent it out. I mean, what do we do? We've saved up the money to be able to look for houses, and not to mention this house was like sold in 2020 for like 70,000 and they wanted 240. Insane.
So private equity firms are contributing to the rising housing cost and making homeownership less affordable by purchasing large quantities of homes and rental properties. They're driving up the prices, often neglecting property maintenance, prioritizing profits over the needs of tenants. Some argue that their tactics, like bundling homes for resale, further exacerbate the problem. So I looked into this more because I wanted more detail, right? And I wanted to look at the arguments from both sides. Private equity firms, with their substantial financial resources, they can outbid just about anybody, okay? And it's like increasing competition and driving up prices for everybody. By purchasing large numbers of homes and then converting them into rentals, private equity firms effectively remove homes from the market for potential home buyers. Critics claim that private equity firms are prioritizing maximizing profits by raising rents and neglecting property maintenance, potentially damaging properties and impacting tenant well-being. Some firms purchase homes in bulk and then bundling them together for resale to other investors, further limiting individual buyer access. And then these firms have also been accused of lobbying against housing reforms that could potentially reduce their profits, such as rent control or restrictions on their ability to purchase these homes. So then you have the counter arguments. Some are arguing that the private equity firms offer a needed source of rental housing, particularly in areas with high demand and limited affordable options. While some firms may neglect maintenance, others may invest in property upgrades and improvements, potentially raising the value of the overall market. Some are also arguing that private equity investment is a response to a market that is already struggling due to zoning restrictions, land use regulations, and limited affordable housing options. So, in conclusion, the debate surrounding private equity role in the housing market is very complex, with both arguments for and against their involvement. Some are still arguing that their actions contribute to rising costs and lack of affordable housing, while others suggest that they are simply responding to market conditions and providing a necessary source of rental housing. But like I said, it's also making it almost impossible for the younger generation, like my son's generation, to even be able to afford to purchase a home for the first time because they've been looking. And around here, the housing market is so absurd. It's, and we have homes that are being bought up literally in bulk, and then they're flipping them. And then they're renting them out, and the rental prices around here are so obscene. It's almost laughable. I mean, we're talking $3,000-$4,000 a month. So your average house price around here starts at about $300,000. That's just starting. And that's for your older homes, maybe a 2-2, okay, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, okay, older block home, okay, with barely any upgrades. It's considered move-in ready. Maybe had some paint splashed on the walls, and you know the carpets were cleaned, and that was it. Um, but if you are looking for something, that's a 3-2 with a 2-car garage that has any upgrades at all, you're looking about, say, 375 to 500,000 where we live. Yeah. Now, 20 years ago, and you're probably thinking, well, that was 20 years ago. But you got to remember, 20 years ago actually wasn't that long ago. When you think, okay, we built our house 20 years ago, and we built this house 20 years ago for 72,000. Think about that. $72,000. And now, okay, just saying. So that's how much Florida has literally boomed. Yeah. And it's continuing to boom, 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 boom. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm out of here. Uh, I will see you guys in the next one. Okay. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.